I got an email from Game Trayz about their folding gaming table, and I wanted to talk about it just for a second. Hello and welcome to Assorted Meeples. I'm Phillip, the Meeple on duty, and today I wanted to just chat about gaming tables for just a second. I love the idea of gaming tables. They are wonderful and helpful and such a pain in the butt in other stances. So right now I have, right behind me you can see, I have what was at my desk built in, now on folding legs that I bought from Menards with the rail around it, because I found I didn't really like the box that I had it in, thinking I was going to like it, but I found out I really didn't. So now I've moved on to different designs, and Game Trayz is coming out with their games tables, however you want to say it. And I signed up to keep up to date because, well, I like Game Trayz inserts and their little cup holders and things like that. They are all absolutely fantastic, and I love when they do them right, because they do them right. When you get a game from Game Trayz, they've worked very hard to create a space where everything stores really, really well. That being said, they're getting into new territory, trying to create their own games, trying to expand from just the insert market into both board games, and now with their table, they're trying to get it out quite well and quite cost effectively and bring in more market streams than just printing inserts, because I'm sure while there's a market for that, it's also, they're considered a very premium product, and sometimes you need more than just one revenue stream dependent on game companies wanting you to design their insert for them. And there's also some stiff competition coming up for Game Trayz with the new insert sections. So this folding table also, I will point out, is not the only folding table for gaming out there. Yara Studios has already got one to market. And there's a bunch of 3D printing ones where you can quickly change your table for the game night and then back to your regular dinner table. That could be a subject for another video. If you want me to dive into those systems, let me know in the comments down below, or get in our Patreon Discord over on patreon.com. There's links down below in the description if you want to join us there. Switching over, this is my Gmail, and it is obviously nothing crazy. Don't have anything showing I don't think I want showing, so there is, it'll get blurred out. Now, game tables, so their first iteration of this, and they've been silent on this project for several months, probably close to a quarter now, and they're kind of coming back in and chatting it up because Forsaken, their board game, is getting closer to distribution, I do believe. I did not back that one, even though it looked like a cool idea. They did just run into some litigation issues, which I don't know anything about, so I'm not going to go into. That's not the place for that here nor there. They talk about it in this email, but that's not the main concept. So when they first came to market, they came out with this ginormous, what is that? 80 inches, 80 and a half inches by basically 40 inches wide. Like, this is a big table. So the concept of this was a space-saving gaming, a table designed for your gaming, and they came out with this behemoth of a table. Like, it's literally the same size as the one I have already, and that's almost too big for what I want in my space. Now they're coming back with this design, which is 53, almost 54 inches by 3 foot 9 inches, it looks like, which is much better, but part of me is almost like, why don't you just go full square? Now, they explain some of the reasons why they're changing this up, and one of them is able to drop a huge price drop in the shipping cost for this table from $100 per table to $50 per table. My biggest question is they show this top where it folds out and is very nice, holds 8 cups. Is this leg system underneath? When I get one, I want a very stable base where it's not shaking, because if we're playing a dexterity game, that affects it. And I'm looking at this for mainly just me and Heather gameplay and in solo gameplay, having a good surface. They explain like this will hold most of those big table hogs up to 4 players. There are some things glaringly missing, and I hope they have some good add-ons for this. Like, I would love the ability to attach some side compartments for my, like a dice tower compartment for the cup holder, player boards, separate kind of set aside for a player board that you could add on as well. I think that would be a really good catch. How deep are those compartments? Because when you look on here, that's a 4-inch deep plastic shell on the side. So those are only like maybe 2, maybe 3 inches. And how I don't see a number on how deep those the side here is for holding stuff on. Now, something I'm thinking about, they don't have an estimate of when this is going to crowdfunding either, but they've already kind of put out there this is going to cost $150 and it's going to run $50 for shipping. So that's kind of what you're looking at, a $200 table plus some they're going to have different. I did like their system for holding the mats down. It's a liner that you lay your mat down, you press it in, and it holds it in place very well, very snug. Very clever system. I like it. As you can see, I have a couple of tabs open right now that we're going to switch over to. One, if you want a folding table right now and you want a square, this is a mahjong table for 4. And it has a nice leg system, as well as each player has a small recessed area, and you have very shallow cup holders, as well as a very shallow board area that will hold your hopefully stop all your components. And the table is 34 by 35, so we're talking, or 35 by 35, so we're talking a very nice square table here. Comes with a game mat to go on top. It's a way to go. The base underneath of it looks like it is all one system. Is there? Yeah, there was the picture. It's all one locking system, which I really think is important to keep the game table very stable. Another thing I was looking at is this is a 34-inch square folding table with that same underneath system that is on the mahjong, and I was thinking either the attachable edges that you can get 3D printed, or possibly taking the top off of this and creating a wood shell for the top, because I like wood shells. Like I like wood tables, and this metal frame is going to hold its position or hold itself together when you separate it from the plastic top and give me that nice wood finish that I like so much. So I have a couple of ways you can go if you want to save yourself some cash and get a table right now that's folding and put away and will keep your pieces from falling off the edge. If you're a good skilled woodworker, possibly getting this cheaper table, because it's only $35 plus shipping. I don't know what the shipping would be. And you could create a nice table for yourself that will fold away and pull out when you want it, if you are limited space like I am. And then this one, if you just want a pre-made version, this looks like what you would want. It doesn't have big player areas, but it does have a recessed area. So if you're playing with something that has just player tokens and no player boards, this would probably work really well. Like, I could see playing Catan on this really, really well. There's no card slot here, but it would hold your cities, your roads, and all that stuff very nicely. That's all I really had for this video. This was kind of one where I was I want to talk about it because it is an interesting system and an interesting idea, but I don't know how well they're going to implement it into an actual surface to play on. It looks really fun. It's game design or Game Trayz, so they're going to create it really well. If you want something right now, there are mahjong tables that have those small recessed playing areas. It's going to fit most games on that table. And like I showed you, there's some shallow cup holders. I wouldn't trust many cups in there, but it is shallow cup holders. And if you're a little ingenuitive, you could probably make those a lot deeper and still be fine. And then if you want to really go into creating your own, you can either look up the table borders to create one from that 34-inch square. You could probably create your own border that goes on there and comes off, or you could leave on because it's your dedicated gaming table, or you could take that top off and make a wood one yourself if you're very DIY and creative and that's the thing that you want to do. Let me know down in the comments below if you're looking for a folding table for your games, or if you have a big dedicated dining table like Braden does, or like me with my folding table because I share a space. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.
If you like what you just saw, please support us by hitting that like button and subscribing to our channel for more great gaming content.